Namaste, good afternoon. How are you, dear students? I think you are preparing your best for upcoming C or SEE. Now today I am also present here and you may listen it from Radio Suseli 106.3 megahertz and Nispaksha TV. You may watch this program in Nispaksha TV also. And I am Basu Pokhrel as a facilitator of economic subject. And today also I am here in front of you from Radio Suseli and Nispaksha TV. Okay, dear students, do you remember what we studied in our previous class? Please guess it. Yes, you guessed. That means in our previous class, we studied the concept of total cost. Now can you define it? Now try to define. Yes, your definition is correct. Total cost is the total expenditure made by a firm or an industry or a producer to produce different types of goods and commodities or services. That is total cost. We studied it in our previous class. So now let's start today's class. And you are most welcome to this Radio Pathshala program. And now today's lesson starts from the meaning of average cost. And average cost. Now start writing in your copy also. Now average cost, in short, it is also known as AC. It is also known as AC. Okay, now let's define it. Now at first you have to try yourself. Now I think you can define it. Now let me define it. Average cost is the result of dividing total cost by the number of units produced. Again I am going to define. Listen it carefully. Average cost is the result of dividing total cost by the number of units produced. So since I have just told you that average cost is the result of dividing total cost by the number of units produced, so it can be calculated by the help of this formula. Now what is the formula? Please guess it. Yes, formula is total cost is divided by Q. That means if we divide total cost by the number of units produced, then we can calculate or we can find average cost. Now you know that here AC means average cost. Average cost. TC is equal to total cost and Q is equal to quantity produced. Quantity produced. Yes. In this way we can calculate total average cost. That means average cost, sometimes it is asked that what is average cost? What is the meaning of average cost? Define average cost. That carries 1 full mark. So you have to define by saying that average cost is the result of dividing total cost by the number of units produced, and it can be expressed in the following formula. Formula is AC is equal to TC upon Q. Okay. Then we can define average cost by using another formula also. We can define average cost by another formula also. Now we know that this AC is the, we wrote that AC is equal to TC upon Q. And now you have to remember what is the definition of TC, total cost. It is the combination of total fixed cost and total variable cost. So it can be written as TFC plus TVC. That means instead of TC we can write TFC plus TVC. This is because total cost is the combination of total fixed cost and total variable cost. And now here Q, same. Now separate it. Now TFC upon Q plus TVC upon Q now is equal to, look here, now TFC upon Q, it is AFC plus TVC upon Q, it is AVC. That's why from this formula we can say that AC is equal to AFC plus AVC also. Remember this. So we can say that average cost is the result of summing up, or average cost is the total of average fixed cost and average variable cost. That means if we join average fixed cost and average variable cost, then we can have average cost. So now let's have one example. Let's have one example, and you have to remember that average cost is the per unit cost of production also. It is the per unit cost of production. That means what is the cost of producing 1 unit of output, that is per unit cost, and average cost is the per unit cost of production. So now let's have one example. I am going to write one example also. I am going to tell you one example also. Now suppose that if the total cost of producing, if the total cost of producing 15 units of something, 15 units of something is rupees 1500, comma, calculate average cost. Now suppose this is your question. Now this type of numerical problem that carries 1 full marks may also be asked in your examination. Now if the total cost, now at first you should be clear about the question. If the total cost of producing 15 units of something is rupees 1500, calculate average cost. Now from this numerical problem you have to find out average cost. Now we know that average cost here. Now solution here, what is given? Now let's find at first what is given. What types of things are given to you for information? Now total cost, look here, total cost of producing something, that is TC. TC is equal to rupees 1500. And now how many units of this thing has been produced? 15 units. That's why it is quantity. It is Q. It is denoted by Q. Q is equal to 15 units. It is the information which has been given to you in the question. Now from this information, now we have to apply the formula. Now applying the formula. Now remember the formula. What is the formula that can be calculated by using what is the formula? Now tell me. Yes, the formula is AC is equal to TC upon Q. Now we have just written, or we have just known that what is the amount of total cost and what is the amount of quantity or Q. So now put this value. Now TC is 1500 and Q is 15 units. Total cost is divided by output produced. Now total cost is 1500 rupees and output produced is 15 units. That's why now is equal to, now what is the meaning? What is the answer now? 100, that is rupees 100 is the correct answer. It is the correct answer. So from this problem, now you can solve similar type of other problems regarding average cost. This is the concept of average cost. And now let's start another concept. Let's start another concept. Now marginal cost. Now marginal cost. Now try to guess the definition of marginal cost. Marginal cost. In short, it is written as MC. Marginal cost. Yes, can you guess what is the definition of marginal cost? Try to guess. Yes, your guessing is correct. Now marginal cost is the change in total cost. It is the change in total cost due to the production of one more unit of output. Again, I am going to repeat it. Please be careful and listen it. Marginal cost is the change in total cost. It is the change in total cost due to the production of one more unit of output. That's why now at what rate, again we can define at what rate total, at what amount total cost increases or at what amount total cost changes due to the change in one more unit of output, that is called marginal cost. Now suppose there is a producer. I am going to give one example to make it clear. Suppose there is a producer, he has produced 1 unit of something and the cost he has spent is 10 rupees suppose. Yes, this is one unit and he has spent 10 rupees for the production of first unit. Now second unit he has produced, suppose. Now total cost has become 18 rupees now. Now look here, by the change in one more unit of output, that means here he has produced, already he has produced 1 unit, and after the increment in the production by 1 additional unit, now total cost has been increased from rupees 10 to rupees 18. That means here 18 minus 10 is equal to 8 rupees. That is the marginal cost of producing second unit of this output is rupees 8. In this way, we have to calculate, we can calculate the amount of marginal cost. So marginal cost is the change in total cost. Look here, change from 10 rupees first for the production of first unit, he has spent 10 rupees. Now he has increased 1 additional unit and now he produced second unit, 2 units. Now total cost has been increased from rupees 10 to rupees 18. That means at what amount total cost changes? At what amount total cost changes for the production of one more unit of output is known as marginal cost. That's why now here total cost has been changed by rupees 8 because 18 minus 10 is equal to rupees 8. So we have a formula to calculate this marginal cost. We have a formula. Now the formula is MC is equal to delta TC upon delta Q. Here, what does MC denote? You may know it. Now MC is marginal cost. You already know it. Now this delta TC is equal to change in total cost. Change in total cost, and delta Q is equal to change in output produced. Change in output produced or quantity produced. So delta always denotes change. Delta is the change. So here in our example, look here, Now delta TC, that means change in 18 minus, here in our example 18 minus 10, this is delta TC, change in total cost. And delta Q, 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1 is equal to 8 upon 1 is equal to 8. Here 8 already I have written there. In this way we can calculate. Remember this. That's why marginal cost is the change in total cost due to the production of one more unit of output, that is called marginal cost. And we can calculate marginal cost by the help of another formula also. We have another formula for the calculation of marginal cost. Now I am going to tell you. Now you may write in your copy also, dear students. Now MC is equal to M or MCN, that means marginal cost of nth unit, can be calculated as TCN minus TCN minus 1. Now marginal cost of nth unit can be calculated by applying this formula. Total cost of nth unit minus total cost of nth minus 1 unit. That means to be precise, you may consider that this total cost of nth unit means total cost of last unit. Total cost of last unit minus total cost of n minus 1 unit means total cost of second last unit. Total n minus 1 means total cost of second last unit. Here MCN is equal to marginal cost of nth unit. Marginal cost of nth unit. Then TCN. TCN is equal to total cost of nth unit. Then TCN minus 1 is equal to total cost of n minus 1th unit. N minus 1th unit. For example, let's have another example by applying this formula. Now suppose the producer has produced first unit of something by spending 20 rupees. By spending 20 rupees. Now total cost is 20 rupees. Now second unit he has produced and total cost has increased and it has become suppose 35. Suppose. Now look here. Now this formula. Now let's apply this formula. Now marginal cost of nth unit means this unit. Second unit here. Now marginal cost of second unit can be calculated by applying the formula. Look here. Now total cost of nth unit. Nth means last unit. Last 35. Now look here. Nth unit, total cost of nth unit, that is 35. 35 minus total cost of n minus 1th unit, that is second last unit. Second last means first unit here. 20 is equal to rupees 15 is the marginal cost. In this way, we can use or apply this formula for the calculation of marginal cost. And now let's have one example. Now what type of question may be asked in your examination that carries 1 full mark? Now be ready for writing. I am going to tell you marginal cost. Now this concept of marginal cost is quite students may feel quite difficult. It may be felt more difficult than the concept of average cost. Now start writing. What is the marginal cost? What is the marginal cost if production change from 25 to 35 units, 25 to 35 units causes to change the total cost from rupees 780 to rupees 930. This is the question. Now at first, read the question at first that you have just written. Yes, what is the marginal cost if production change from 25 to 35 units causes to change the total cost from rupees 780 to rupees 930. Now be clear. At first, you should be clear about the question. I think you do not have any problem regarding this question. Now, what types of information you can have from this question? At first, this information you must have in your mind. So, now solution. Let's write solution. Solution. Now here given, what information you can find from this? Given. Now the first, change in production here. Change in production, that is delta Q. Remember this, change means delta. Change in output produced or change in production means it is delta Q. That means delta Q has been given to you. Now it is delta Q is equal to 35 minus 25 is equal to 10. It is given to you. 10 units. Then another, change in total cost. Change in total cost, that is denoted by delta TC, is equal to, now what is the change in total cost? Now what is the last total cost and what is the second last total cost? If you deduct the second last total cost from the last total cost, then you can have change in total cost. So it can be written as rupees 930. Rupees 930 minus, what is another amount? Rupees 780. So now subtract it. What is the value? What is the findings? Now from 930 minus 780 is equal to rupees 150. Now we just calculated what is the value of delta Q and what is the value of delta TC. We calculated. So now to calculate marginal cost, we must know the value of delta TC and delta Q, because marginal cost is the result of dividing total cost by the number of output produced. That's why we just calculated. The value of delta TC also we found and the value of delta Q also we found. So now applying the formula. Now MC is equal to what? Marginal cost is what? We know that MC is equal to delta TC upon delta Q. Now put the value we have just calculated. The value is delta TC is 150 upon delta Q is 10 is equal to rupees 15. This is the correct answer. This is the value of MC or marginal cost. In this way, Now I hope if such types of numerical questions regarding or related to marginal cost are asked, you can easily solve. That means you may not have problems regarding marginal cost. You are most welcome to the class. Dear students, I think you know the meaning of total cost, average cost and marginal cost, and you can also calculate if there are some numerical problems related to average cost, total cost and marginal cost. Now we are going to derive total cost curve, average cost curve and marginal cost curve. So now total cost curve, average cost curve and marginal cost curve by the help of given schedule. Now here is a schedule. Now make a schedule in your copy also, dear students. Now at the heading of the schedule, write derivation of TC, AC and MC curves. This is the name of the or topic of our schedule. And now there are 1, 2, 3, 4 altogether 4 columns in our schedule or in our table. The first column, right? The first column, output column. Okay, complete it. First column, output column. Second column, total cost. Right, total cost. Third column, average cost. Third one, average cost. And last column, marginal cost. Last one is marginal cost. I hope you have completed. First one is output column. Second column is total cost column. Third column is average cost column. And fourth column is marginal cost column. Now, under output column, write from 1 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Under output column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is output column. And now under total cost column, now write total cost column, under total cost column 10, 18, 24, 32, 50 and 72. Again I am going to repeat 10, 18, 24, 32, 50 and 72. Yes, these two informations have been given to you here. Now I have kept 2 columns blank. I have kept 2 columns blank in this schedule. Now I hope that you can yourself fulfill these blank columns. I think so. Now let's try. Let's try. Average cost. Now remember, what is the formula of calculating average cost? Please remember it. Try to guess. Yes, your guessing is correct. Average cost is the result of dividing total cost by the number of units produced. So average cost, look here, result of dividing total cost. Total cost is 10. And result of dividing total cost by the number of output produced. 10 is divided by 1 is equal to 10. Similarly, another one, total cost second unit that means the total cost of producing second unit of output is 18. 18 is divided by its corresponding output. 18 is divided by its corresponding output. 18 is divided by 2. That's why it is 9. Similarly, now 24 is divided by 3. 8. 32 is divided by 4. Again 8. 50 is divided by 5. It is 10. 72 is divided by 6. 12. In this way, we can calculate average cost by the help of total cost and output. Sometimes this type of incomplete schedule or table may be asked that carries 5 full marks. Remember this. Sometimes, so many times this has been asked. So Now I am going to make this type of question clear. So I am going to make it clear by keeping two columns blank, and how to fulfill these blank columns by the help of these two types of informations given to you. I am doing this. So now marginal cost. At first marginal cost same. Now marginal cost, just we discussed the formula. Marginal cost is the change in total cost due to the production of one more unit of output. You remember this. So now change in total cost. Look here. One output has been increased from first one to second one. One output has been increased. And now when production has increased from first unit to second unit, now at what amount total cost has been increased? Find this. That means 18 minus 10, that is by 8. It has been changed by 8 rupees. So 18 minus 10 is equal to 8. Now similarly, now third unit, it has been changed by 1. From second unit to third unit, output has been changed by 1 unit. Now total cost has been increased from 18 rupees to 24 rupees here. So at what amount total cost has been changed from 18 rupees to 24 rupees after the production of from second unit to third unit? Calculate it. 24 minus 18 is equal to 6 rupees. By 6 rupees it has been changed. Similarly, now 32 minus 24. 32 minus 24, it is 8. Now 50 minus 32, it is 18. And 72 minus 50, it is 22. In this way, we can calculate average cost and marginal cost by the given informations. Now, when you have to derive average cost curve, total cost curve and marginal cost curve, you must have such types of table. You must have such types of schedule at first. And now suppose you are given average cost only. Suppose you are given average cost and output only, and you are asked now calculate fill in the blank schedules by the help of following given information. Suppose you are asked. That means the column of total cost is blank and the column of marginal cost is also blank. And now you have to fulfill, or you have to write correct information in total cost column and in marginal cost column by the help of given these two information, that is output and average cost. This type of question may also be asked in your examination. So in such types of numerical problem, so many students may have confusion. So I am going to reduce this confusion. I am going to solve this confusion and problem. Now look here, at first average cost has been given. So TC, look here. Now you have to remember one formula. TC is equal to AC into Q. TC is equal to AC into Q. Look here. AC, now okay, to calculate total cost, we have to remember this formula. Average cost into units of output produced. 10 into 1 is equal to 10. 9 into 2, 18. 8 into 3, 24. 8 into 4, 32. 10 into 5, 50. And last one, 12 into 6, 72. In this way, we calculated total cost easily. And now, after the calculation of total cost, now you have to calculate marginal cost. Now, just as I told previously. So, at first 10, 18 minus 10, 8, 24 minus 18, 6, 32 minus 24, it is 8, 50 minus 32, it is 18, and last one 72 minus 50, it is 22. In this way, if average cost and output, only two informations are given to you, then if you are asked to calculate total cost and marginal cost, you can calculate in such a way. Now similarly, suppose that you are given only marginal cost. You are given only marginal cost and output produced. Suppose that. That means two informations. One is output and another is marginal cost. These two informations have been given to you, and you are asked to complete the table here. Two columns are empty here. Two columns you have to complete here by the given information. Now marginal cost. Now remember, this total cost is the summation of marginal cost also. Total cost is the TC is the summation of marginal cost. TC is the summation of marginal cost. So here 10, then 10 plus 8. Look here, 10 plus 8 is equal to 18. Then 6 here, 18 plus 6. 18 plus 6 is equal to 24. Then 8 here, another. 24 plus 8 is equal to 32. Now 18 here. Now 32 plus 18 is equal to 50. And last one is 22. Now 50 plus 22 is equal to 72. In this way, we can calculate total cost by the help of marginal cost also. So it is not necessary to write in such a way. Now I am only making it clear. So now 10, 18, 24, 32, 50 and 72. We calculated total cost by the help of this given information of marginal cost. And now from if we calculate, if we are able to calculate total cost by the help of this total cost, we can easily calculate average cost. Now average cost is the result of dividing total cost by the number of units produced. So 10 is divided by 1, 10, 18 is divided by 2, 9, 24 is divided by 3, 8, 32 is divided by 4, again 8, 50 is divided by 5, it is 10, and 72 is divided by 6, it is 12. In this way, we can calculate total cost, average cost, marginal cost by the help of given information. And now you have to remember one thing, the amount of total cost cannot be written randomly. The amount of total cost cannot be written indiscriminately. It has got some rules. So we have to follow that rules. Then only we can write the amount of total cost. And now by the help of this schedule, we can draw or we can derive total cost, average cost and marginal cost curves. Students, now get ready for drawing the diagram. Now at first, we are going to draw total cost curve at first. Now, in your copy, now use pencil. You have to use pencil, eraser also and scale. Now there are two axes, x-axis and y-axis. Now in x-axis, it is output axis. That horizontal axis, it is output axis, and there is y-axis, which is also known as vertical axis. This vertical axis is total cost. Total cost. That means horizontal axis or y-axis represents output, whereas y-axis or vertical axis represents total cost. And now by the help of above given schedule, now at first you have to remember what is the value of total cost and how many units of output are produced. You have to remember this one. So altogether 6 units of output have been produced by the producer. So now divide this y-axis into 6 equal pieces by using scale. So I am going to divide it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I hope you have divided. You have divided this y-axis into 6 equal pieces by using your scale. Okay, similarly, now OY axis. Now this total cost, OY axis represents total cost, and the value of total cost starts from 10. The lowest value of total cost is 10, and the highest value of total cost is 72. So for our easiness, now let's divide this vertical axis or OY axis into 6 parts by keeping the gap of 10. Look here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, I'm going to stretch it here. 60, then 70 and 80. In this way, 8 equal parts or pieces I have separated, or I have separated this vertical axis into 8 pieces, keeping the gap of 10 in each part. So now when first unit is produced, now total cost is 10. So now let's use your scale. Now 1 and 10. So find a point here, 1 and 10, by using your scale, 1 and 10. Then second unit of output, total cost is 18. Second unit here, 18, just below of 20. Suppose it is here. Suppose it is here. It is just below 20. Now third unit, 24. It is, here is 25. Now just below this 25. Suppose it is here. It is 25. Sorry, 24. Fourth unit, 32. Just above this 30. Make or use your scale here. By using your scale, stretch the scale on horizontal axis and vertical axis also. Fourth unit. Then fifth unit, it is 50. Fifth unit, 50. Stretch your scale from 50. Now it is 50. From 5 we get another point, and last one is 6th unit. Now unit number 6, total cost is 72. Now 70, just above 70. Just above 72 from 6. Now derive another point. Let's have another point. Suppose it is here. Now join all these points by using your free hand. Now look here. It is here. Here it does not become a straight line. Now it goes up quickly. TC. And now you may join this total cost curve. You may join, or you cannot join. You may not join this total cost curve to the point of origin, because if you join this total cost to the point of origin, it means that if there is zero output, there is zero total cost, or if there is no output produced, there is no total cost, which is wrong. It is wrong because if there is no production at all, at that time also we have to pay different types of fixed cost. We have to pay different types of fixed cost for fixed factors of production. That's why don't join this total cost curve to the point of origin. Don't join. Never join. If you join this, I have already told you, it indicates that when there is no production, there is no total cost. But there is total cost. If there is no production at all, there is total cost. Because total fixed cost should be paid by the producer to the fixed factors of production. So total cost does not start from the point of origin. So it increases at first, at an increasing rate, then at a decreasing rate, and after that at an increasing rate again. In this way, it is upward sloping like this, and I hope you have also drawn the total cost curve in your copy. Students, I have drawn total cost curve in this way. Now still there is another drawing. That means still we have to draw another diagram, that is the average cost curve and marginal cost curve. Now I want to give you this assignment. Let's try in your house. Let's try in your house, and in another class I will explain it how to draw. That means by the help of same schedule. By the help of same schedule, you have to draw average cost curve and marginal cost curve. You have to draw it. You have to try it at your house, and in next class I will discuss about it. Till then, I want to say lot of thanks to all my students for listening me, and you are listening this Radio Pathshala program from Radio Suseli, and you are watching this from Nispaksha TV also. And next time we will meet. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on reading. Till then, goodbye, namaste.